Applications now open for a new Ph.D. in pharmaceutical sciences degree program at UNT Health Fort Worth. It's a first-of-its-kind program in North Texas, hoping to prepare the next generation of scientists. Rebecca Cunningham with UNT Health Fort Worth joins us this morning to talk about this. So this is a doctoral program really focusing on advancing some of the drug discovery in our area, development, a lot of research too.
Yes.
So
Yes.
We are in need of more young people to do this.
Correct. And we have many pharmaceutical and biotech companies that are coming here into the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we want to support them and we want to help grow them. And a way to do that is to provide an educated workforce. And one of the benefits of this program is students must come in with a master's or a degree in pharmacy, and that allows it to be an accelerated Ph.D. program. Students may be able to complete their degree and be in the workforce within 3 to 4 years.
Oh, that's big.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's something we need to see. So there is a demand, though. This is not a degree where you're going to get it and then not have a job. So the demand is already there.
Yes.
Which makes it big. Do you have a lot of students that you're hearing are already interested in this?
Oh, we had students when they heard we were thinking about developing it, because this was actually demand that was student driven.
Really?
And we were doing this in response to them wanting this education.
So the application deadline is July 1st. Classes will start this fall. How many are you expecting to accept? First go round. Do you start small and then work up?
We start small.
Okay.
So we are looking for around 5 students. We also require students to do an internship. So we are also looking for partners here in North Texas that want to work with us and, have this opportunity for students and engage.
Which really seems to be a win-win, especially in the medical world, because if you can get some of these young people in your place who are helping and who are working, and you're maybe not having to pay exactly as much as you would for somebody with that degree, it really can be beneficial. So some of the things, like what are some of the jobs that they would do when they have this degree?
Right, so it can be a mix. A lot of them may go into biotech and pharma. We have even had, patent, regulatory science. So it is very diverse of what a student can do with this type of background.
Okay, so it is still pending final approval. What does that mean?
It means that we're waiting for the rubber stamp.
Okay.
We have had approval by the commissioner, so we're just waiting until April, later this month.
Okay.
For the final rubber stamp.
The red tape.
Yes.
We just got to get that done. Yeah. Located in the 4th Cultural District.
Yes.
So that's interesting too. How is that, having that campus and that location?
Oh it is wonderful. Being able to take a break and go across the street and see works of art. I think that it helps students with their creativity. And being able to mix those, because to be a really good scientist, you have to have that creativity, and that partnership. So
well-rounded then, so that makes it fun. And as far as these students going, are you seeing anything unique? Like, are you seeing more women that are entering this? Are you seeing people who are younger already starting to go this way? I think there's been so much talk about AI is going to be replacing all these jobs. Well, some of these really need a person to do them.
We're seeing a mix. We've actually had companies approach us that they want us to help develop their workforce and partners. So we're seeing individuals that are young and some that have actually had some career behind them and want to be able to level up.
Okay, I love it. We're going to put a link. We've got all the details on the program at fox4news.com. And hopefully these people will stay right here in Texas, right? Make Texas home. Love it.